All right, listen up. Stop scrolling. Let me turn this light on. Okay, you slackers. I just got done making a first aid kit that's pretty freaking awesome. I'm going to give it away to you absolutely free. You just got to be a subscriber. You've got to like the video, and you've got to put the right word in the description, or no, in the comments after you watch this video. So do those things, and you'll be entered to win completely free. And in about 48 hours, I'll announce the winner, and I'll send you a first aid kit, which is pretty awesome. So I did this live today on the live stream, and I'm going to give it to you for absolutely free. And there's some hidden there's some Easter eggs in there where you get even more free stuff if you're paying attention. All right, here we go. And we're going to cut in 3, 2, 1. But when I mail it out, I am still going to put this bag inside of it just because it's not a bad little bag. You can make a little first aid kit at your house. You know what I'm saying? All right, so with that said, today we're gonna build ourselves a first aid kit that I am going to give away. This kit is being, as you can tell, being made online, like live. All right, so I would love to dated Molly Ringwald. Okay. All right, so we're going to build this kit out for you. I've got the supplies for it. I've already set those to the side. I've decided what I'm going to put in it, what I won't put in it, because this is going to be a first aid kit. It's going to be able to handle a little bit of trauma, okay? And this is kind of raw. You know, there we go. I can get my microphone like that close without you seeing it. All right, so like I said, we've got the general idea. So there's some things that I do want to have in it. Let's just go ahead and start with like, I'm going to try to keep that there. So there we go. So let's go ahead and put ourselves an Israeli bandage inside of it. We're going to go ahead and put an Israeli bandage inside of it because this is probably like one of the biggest emergency items that you can have that's like just under a tourniquet kind of thing, an Israeli pressure bandage. And let's put this right here. And I'm a big fan of like having the flaps out so that you can just like grab the flaps. You're not like fighting to get into the Velcro and all this other stuff. And then let's go ahead and put some QuickClot Combat Gauze. So you're going to have that inside of it as well. And we're going to put that, okay, we'll put that right there on top of it. And that way it kind of fills out that Velcro. All right, and we've got our flap up, so we can just grab the flap. Okay, and then let's see here. Let's start looking at tools. I think I've got some Forceps. We're going to put some Forceps in there because they come in pretty handy when you're doing anything on the medicine side. And you might need to manipulate some skin as well. And these are actually Forceps. So we're going to take these. I'm going to put them on one click so they're a little easier to not. There you go. They have, if you've never seen Forceps, they lock. So let me see if I can get that up to the camera. See how they have notches in there? Can you see if it's focusing? There we go. There we go. And then I'll just put them on one click. And then we're going to drop these. We're going to push these down behind here. Is what we're going to do. You know what? There's a little loop right here. I wonder if I can put them in that loop. And then push it down on the bottom and see if that will... No, it's too high. That loop is too high. It won't let me close it. So we're just going to stick it in there. So those Forceps are going to be back behind there. And notice we're kind of working more on the trauma side stuff. I need to slide a little more. Here we go. We're more on more of the trauma stuff right now. So... and then let's just make some quick access. I've gone ahead and go and put you some nice little pick-me-up things, some little pickups. Yeah, put those in there. And here's a good spot. Let's put them right there. There we go. So now you got yourself some nice little pickups. And then let's start talking about like the next level down. And I've got you some, we've got you some, where are we at here? Some gauze sponges. We're going to put, looks like 3 of them in there. Some gauze sponges. And I think I'm going to put those, where can I put those? Let's put them in here. Let's put those in there. And let's not forget we got the loopy things back here. So let's not forget those are there. Let's see, what else do we have? ABD Pro, what is this? Extra absorbent 5x9. What do we got here? Sterile gauze. There we go. We're gonna take that and we're gonna put that inside of there like toe. There we go. Let's see if we can't keep this in the frame. There we go. And then let's not forget, what do we got here? A triangular bandage. Triangular bandage. We're going to take that and we're going to throw that in there as well. You know what I don't see out here? I'm going to have to go get it. Is a space blanket. I got to put a space blanket. Can't have too much gauze. I know, right? Anybody who's ever dealt with real injuries, gauze is the king. You cannot have enough of it. Let's see here, and then what's this right here? I made a checklist yesterday, and I just kind of started grabbing everything out of the bins. What we got here? We got some wound seal, stops wounds instantly or bleeding instantly. This is kind of old school. They don't really use this a lot, but it still does work, and it's not the kind that'll burn you. I'm gonna put you. We had that thingamabob. Let's put you here. Wound seal. Let's put the wound seal here. There we go. We're gonna start using some of these high-fangled pouch thingies right here. And this is a generic. Actually, this might have a space blanket in it. We probably need to open this up. This came out of an old first aid kit that I have. I have several. I have several first aid kits that I've either built over the years or bought or remade. You guys have seen me remake kits before, so it's not a huge thing. Let's go ahead and see what's inside of it. Let's put you over here. Okay, so we're going to do hand puppet time. There we go. There we go. So here's the deal, guys. EMP shield. We all think it's a joke. Guess what? This morning I woke up with no power. It's kind of ironic. If you've been watching any of the solar storms, there's not one, there's not two, there's not three. There are four coronal mass ejections heading towards America, towards the world today. Not a joke. Center of the screen. There we go. Not a joke. Go to a YouTube channel called Suspicious Observer, and he will talk about it till you turn purple in your face. Now, here's the deal. CMEs are real. EMPs are real. Do you have protection for your cars? Do you have a plan? I do. I have a plan. And my plan is simple. I'm going to get in my car. I'm going to drive over and pick up Grandma. And I'm going to bring her back here because this is where I keep all of my stuffs. And then we're going to figure out what happens after that. So if you want a plan, EMP shield, link in the description. It's in that link that I call like save money here, I think it's called. Yeah. And yes, they do work. They do work. Not a joke. And you can save a little bit of money right there. You can save a little bit of money. You can use that code right there. They're not cheap, but they work and they're on all my vehicles. So that's going to end this commercial like this, just to show you, and then we'll repack it. But I'm going to put that right there. It's just the right size, as long as I can repack it correctly, right? Obviously, we've got some. What are those called? What are those things called? I haven't used them in so long. I forgot what they're called. What do we got here? Let's see here. I probably should have my glasses out. This is pain reliever. This stuff is. We're gonna replace that because this is like all, yucky. We're gonna replace that here in a second. I'm gonna get on there. What do we got here? We have the a tourniquet. This is the kind of tourniquet that you use to just slow the bleeding. It's similar to the rubber tourniquet that you use to draw blood with that the hospital uses. All right, we got some antiseptic. Turn these like this. There we go. Safety pins. They're called safety pins. There we go. I remember now. All right, so we got some antiseptic wipes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, and more safety pins. And then what do we got here? Cool. So we got some burn gel. We're going to throw that in there. I'm going to throw some burn gel in there. We're going to keep these in order. Okay, and then we've got some bandage. We've got some Band-Aid bandages. And these are individually packed for some reason, so they're not going to turn brown. So, yeah. There's looks like there's about 10 of those in there. I'm going to slide that in there. Then what we have here, ammonia inhalant. So you can make people wake up with that puppy right there. That's useful. And then we've got some, what is this? Just some single-use tiny bandages. These are looking kind of old, but they're not done yet. They haven't given their life up just yet. So we're gonna try, like I said, we're trying to keep this in order, and we're gonna put all this back inside of here. And I've got to see if I can't find in the other kit. I've got to see if I can't find some of that. What were these? What were these? Pain, it just says pain reliever. We'll see if we can't find some to put inside of this kit right here. But we're going to go ahead and close this up for right now, because I don't know if that's actually like something we want. Do you want me to find some pain reliever and put it inside this kit? Put it in the chat. And if so, then I will find some other way to do that. Some other way to do that. Okay, so now we're starting to get into like the larger items. And then obviously we've got some of this crinkle wrap. If you guys have never seen this before, this is what basically is the replacement for the old Ace bandage. And the more you wrap it, the tighter it gets. And then also it crinkles on itself, so you don't need any pins. And I hate to say it, but we're just going to have to stick it right there because we're running out of room in the case, and it kind of fits in that spot there. And then we've got some tape. I've actually had to use this tape before. You can see the way it, because it's set up to pull. If you guys don't know how to do that, then you need to study it. And then we also need, you know what we need? We need gloves. Oh, reach over here. I'm going to take a set of these. These are mediums, so if your hands are too small or too large, then you feel free to replace them when they show up at your house. And here's how I do it. So I just fold it like that, and then I roll it, 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 and stick it in the tape. Magical. Now you have, hopefully that fits. Maybe I can push it that way. All right, so let's see here. Aspirin for headaches, cayenne for the heart, put 2 doses of Narcan. No, I'm not putting any Narcan in there. All right, so you guys don't seem to care about that, and that's fine. That's fine. People are, generally, they don't really give a shit about that kind of stuff. Okay, so do you think there's anything missing from this case? If you're watching this in the future, because I turned it into a video so you could win this, then you'll see, you're going to hear me talking to people. So skin staples can be bought online, but Neosporin, let's see, okay. Hopefully that fits. That's what she said. Hold on a second. Let me see if I have some Neosporin handy. Okay. So for brevity, I'll definitely have to edit this, but my best chance of finding it is going to be in here, I think. Bandage, what's that? Sunscreen lotion. Antiseptic whites. Bug stuff. I don't see any Neosporin in here. Oh, what's that? Burn cream. Sting wipes. Antiseptic ointment. Ba-cha! I don't even know where to stick it because it's like the kit is all set up to be a certain way. So, you know what? I'm just going to stick it behind here. All right. So, hopefully I can edit all this other junk out of here. But it is what it is. Let's get that out of the way. Okay. So, the kit is basically done, I believe. I believe that the kit is basically done. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to close this puppy up. There's not a spot for a patch to be put on here. And that's okay. So we're going to take this kit and we're going to give it away. And the way it's going to be when this video pops later today or drops later today is what's the word we can use? What's the word that we can use to CPR mask? Can you see this? Can you see this? Do you think a CPR mask is going to, hold on a second, look. CPR mask. This is not going to fit in there. That's not going to fit in there. But you know what? I'm going to give it to you anyway. and the old bag, So you're going to get all of this in the giveaway. And let's see, room for local prepper sticker. A local prepper sticker. Even though local prepper doesn't exist anymore, you know what? Screw that. A local prepper coin. 2025 commemorative coin. Okay. So, let's see here. Oxygen bottle? No. Prep. Okay, so there you go. The code is going to be PREP. P-R-E-P. The video will come out later today. And, yeah, that's what we're doing. So, if you are a subscriber, if you like the video, and if you put the word PREP in the comments of that video, or of this video that you're watching now in the future, and then you'll be entered to win. And yeah, next week, like Monday, I'll give like 3 days for people to join, because this is the deal. So, okay, so there's the kit. Enter to win! Yay!